Currently, I'm in the middle of Europe alongside my girlfriend and my best friends, also known as the Sickos. As kids from a small town in America, we're experiencing what it's like to live life together in a completely different country. We've been using waves and wind as our vehicle of discovery, and we've had our cameras in our hands ever since we've touched down. If you're new to this story, we started on a magical island. Then we've migrated our way to mainland Portugal, where we explored the ancient city of Lisbon, and now we've moved slightly north to a world-class surf town known as Nazare. In this episode, we stumble upon a very special river, score some epic surf, visit one of the most legendary waves on the planet, and find ourselves living within the walls of a castle, which is exactly where this adventure begins. Guys, we just moved north from our house in Nazare, and now we are in this insane town called Obitos, and it's apparently this legendary, super old town. It's got a castle around it. It's crazy. It's like super tight pass that we're walking on. Literally a castle wall surrounding this whole thing. We're just gonna walk around and see what we see. Unbelievable though.
It says this whole thing was built in 1300s.
This, what?
This entrance.
Oh my God.
The hostel. That's the coolest hostel ever.
Whoa.
I don't have math.
So cool, dude. This is crazy, dude. Old church. So rad. Whoa. Look at the main street. Wow, we're coming up to a castle tower. We're walking up to the top of the castle right now. This is crazy. Oh, I'm dead. Is this what the knights had to do every time? Oh. The arrival to Obitos was the perfect kickoff to our new leg. And it's honestly kind of was everything we were hoping for in terms of a town to stay in while in Europe. It felt like this peaceful sanctuary with these nice little shops, cool old buildings, and of course that castle. Can't forget the castle. Perhaps my favorite part though was its location. We were just 20 minutes inland from this town known as Peniche that proved to be my favorite zone thus far. Now I'm not necessarily a fan of the town itself, but speaking to its surf and kite potential, the place is a mecca that I can't get enough of. On one side of the bay, you've got Supertubos, the world famous beach break, and on the other, you have Cheiros. Now what that means is if the wind is blowing north, Supertubos is firing, and if the wind's blowing south, well, Cheiros is firing. So as long as it doesn't blow west, and as long as there's some swell in the water, you're pretty much guaranteed a good time, especially if you rent a soft top. In all honesty, I've been against soft top surfing as I've always felt too focused on trying to become a better surfer with my shortboard. But wow, I now see why Jamie loves these things so much. It completely eliminated the gnarly drop and we got barrel vision for days. I can officially say that Supertubos is now my favorite wave on the planet because that thing throws a barrel like a pipeline but breaks over the sand, and the beach is so long that you can pick your peak, making it a pretty manageable crowd. Portugal has been providing, and I'm just stoked to feel like I'm progressing in this newfound passion of mine. But with the realization that we were close to one of the world's most famous waves, we jumped in the car as the sun was setting and headed northbound. Guys, I've got crazy news. The sun is setting. We're in the middle of Europe, and we're headed to Nazare, the world's largest, deadliest wave. I think, I'm pretty sure that's what they call it. But yeah, last minute road trip right now. We're driving up the coast. We've been scoring surf all day long. It's been super sick. And we've realized that Nazare is actually really close to us and there's a huge swell in the water. So we're on a strike mission to see if we can watch this wave break, the legendary Nazare. If we would have left Portugal without seeing this place, I'd be bummed. Everyone would be bummed. So we're gonna see what it's all about. We're coming up on it here soon. I want to take you guys along for the ride because I don't know if it's gonna be like proper braking like those clips you see of Kyle Lenny and all the boys charging it, but there should be some action. We'll see. Gotta drive. Talk later. Guys, we just pulled up. We are at the world famous Nazare. I can't believe it. About to go check it out.
I think it's Nazare. Just
Nazare?
to try to help you. I don't know. I think it's Nazare though.
Nazare. I'm gonna put on the Shimoda backpack here, and we are gonna go get some footy. Again, I don't think it's really breaking. I don't think it's gonna be proper, but I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to be here. Beautiful old town. Look at these little churches and castles. We're gonna go walk down and see what we see. Do what we do.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Why?
Huh?
What are you thinking?
What?
You think it's pretty cool?
Yeah, I think this is really sick.
Why?
This is like going to Waimea Bay after hearing about the Eddy or something.
Yeah, this is literally like us going to Waimea Bay after, you know, obviously knowing about it and hearing about it. Whoa, there's some humps out there. Oh, you guys can't see because the glare is super gnarly right now. But I just saw a bomb. Look at this thing.
Holy shit, look at that thing in the middle right there. Oh my god.
Oh, look at the lumps. Look at the lumps off the point, boo. We're here. These are the pictures.
I couldn't believe it. Walking down the path to the world-famous lighthouse felt surreal, and getting glimpses of huge waves as you approached the viewpoint made your hair stand tall. Sure, it was a small and messy day relative to what this beast can become, and nobody was even towing it, but it just felt special to stand on the world-famous cliff and enjoy a sunset that I'd never forget. The next day, I wanted to check out this river that we had crossed over while on our road trip to Nazare, as I thought there was some river wave potential, because if there was one thing I've learned while working alongside Jamie, it was how to build one. To my understanding, all you needed is a river that's divided by some sand with a downslope to the ocean, and that's exactly what this spot looked to be. So we started by digging this little trench, then we opened the floodgates, and then just let the river do its thing. But it turned into something that I could have never imagined. After watching this thing go through its stages, we started to attract a bit of a local crowd. And one guy even told me that this is actually a river wave the locals dig out often. When I heard that, he really built my confidence that this was actually gonna work. And then he went on to tell me that this one was gonna be huge just by how much water was backed up in the thing. Let me tell ya, the guy was right. What started as a tiny trench quickly turned into a monster that we wanted nothing to do with. I was halfway bummed because I really wanted to try river surfing, but by the time I gave it a go, then crashed, then grabbed my board and came back, it got so gnarly I was too scared to get in the water. There was even one point where a local guy jumped in with his boogie board and got stuck in the wave for nearly 8 seconds, and I swear he almost drowned if it wasn't for Marco Mignot saving him. I couldn't believe it. This thing was bigger, better, and badder than any river wave I've seen, and I just randomly stumbled upon it. And trust me, I've been around a lot of river waves. I couldn't help not feeling like we did this beautiful wave an injustice by not surfing it, and I could have only imagined how much fun Jamie would have had on this thing if he was here to show us all how it's done. But honestly, I was just happy to walk away from this hectic scene with everybody safe and sound. This week in Portugal was an eye-opening one for all of us. Eye-opening in the way at how special and livable the country proved to be. I mean, from the firing waves to the breathtaking views to all those amazing people that we've met along the way, I was loving it. We were all settling in so well, and Portugal really started to feel like a place that I did not want to leave.